welcome to my kitchen. So today I'm going to be showing you how I make butter. I know I was going to do this yesterday, but we ended up going to Ohio on a little road trip. So today I'm going to show you how easy it is to make butter. There are a couple of different ways that you can make butter. When I was growing up, my great granny, she just used a glass jar. She would put our heavy cream in here, and then she would drop a clothes peg in, put the lid back on, and then you would just shake it back and forth, and that clothespin would agitate the cream, turning it to butter. You can also use your stand mixer if you want. Mine's behind me, but I'm going to show you the butter churn, and it's another fun way to make butter. You can get the kids involved in it. So all you're going to need for this is heavy cream. Now I'm just going to fill my jar up here with my cream. Okay, now that we've got our jar full of cream, I'm going to take the lid here, just put it down in, and screw it on. Now the only thing you have to do is turn this. It will stir the cream until your butter forms. And the great thing is you can get your kids involved and they can burn off some energy making butter. Let's take a peek in here. We aren't there yet, but we are getting closer. We're almost, look at this. See how it's thickened up? You can feel the difference in it. We're almost to, if you were like making a sweet cream, we're almost to that stage. This does take a while hand cranking it, where it would be a lot faster in your stand mixer. This burns off some energy. As you can see, it's getting harder to turn. I put too much cream in here. And as it turns to butter, it expands a little bit. Let's check it because it's getting very hard to turn. You can feel, and I know we're probably at the heavy cream, almost butter stage. Oh yeah. Look at that. We're at the heavy cream, almost butter stage. Like I said, if you do this in your stand mixer, it's so much faster. And you don't use as much cream as I did. I put too much in here. I might have to take some out. But we're getting there. We're close. So as this is bogging down, I'm going to take half of this out. It's just, there's too much in here and it's not allowing me to churn it. I should have only filled the jug half full, and I just thought, oh, it won't hurt to throw a little extra in there, but it did. So I've got another bowl here. I'm going to scrape this butter off here. We're not quite butter yet, but we're very, very close. Very close. All right. Now I'm going to set this on a plate just so I don't make a mess everywhere. And we're going to scoop some of this out. You want it to be stiffer than this. This is still very, like if you were making a whipped topping, this is the perfect consistency. But I don't need sweet cream right now. And it's starting to smell like butter too. All right, I pulled about half out. Now we're going to get back to work. Let me scrape the sides down just a little bit here so that it can all get incorporated. Lid back on and back to churning. Oh yeah, that's much easier. Oops. if I can get my lid screwed on. This is getting very hard to turn. So let's check it. As the butter, you split it. I split mine up in half because I put too much in here. And then I kept churning, but the butter, as it starts to come together, it will release the liquid, the buttermilk. There's. Let me see here. Let me get these edges scraped down. Oh, it's coming together. It's coming together good. I'm starting to get butter chunks. So just a little bit more. And get this all scraped down in here. Now I'm going to want to save my liquid because that will make a really good biscuit, or put it in bread. Save your buttermilk. All right, this needs a little bit more churning, and we will have butter. I kind of like shook it around. You can see the butter in there where it's all clumped up. And I'm just trying to, the liquid, that's the buttermilk. So we are, and it's like almost impossible to turn. It's very hard to turn at this point. So like I said, doing it this way, it takes a long time, but it gives you a workout. Oh yeah, we got butter here. We got butter here. Get that out of the way. All right. So look at that. We got butter. Let me make some space here real quick. I've got a bowl with filtered water in here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to scoop out the butter, because you want to rinse your butter. You can use a spoon. It might be easier to use your hand. Look at that, nice butter. So we're going to kind of clump it together and put it down in the water. You know what? Don't judge me. This is for family use. I'm going to put my hand in here. And we're going to want to save our buttermilk. Like I said, I'm going to get a jar to save that. I'll strain it and get all the butter out. And I've still got that other bowl of butter I need to churn. Let's get in there. All right. Now this I will strain and keep for my bread baking and my biscuits. But I've got this butter. Let me drop this. I've got this butter here, and I just kind of want to rinse it and work it together. So put it in the water, cold water, not warm, not room temperature. Put it in cold water, and just wash your butter. Rinse it. After we get it washed and squeezed and rinsed, pick up any little pieces and just press them in there. You're going to want, if you want salted butter, you will add salt and you'll work the salt in, which I want salted butter. So I'm just going to get this all pressed together first. Okay, got the little clumps from my water. Got this all pressed together. And I'm going to just wash it really good. Just make sure it all stays together. That's looking good. Hey, bud, can you come hand me another plate or a bowl? Come here, bud.
Okay.
Up here in the cabinet. Hand me a over there. You're gonna get your hands sticky when you're cooking. That is just the way it is. Here. Okay, set it here, please. All right. Now you just want to some of that water out, this pressed out. Now, if you didn't want salted butter, at this point, you would shape your butter, wrap it in your parchment paper, and it's ready to, if you're going to freeze it, put it in the freezer, or if you're going to use it right away, use it right away. Put it in the fridge. This is so good on fresh biscuits, fresh bread, muffins, bagels. All right, I'm going to set that there. I'm going to wash my hands and then we'll be back. All right, my hands are clean. I'm going to move my butter water, the water I used, my plate of butter. And now I'm just going to kind of smash it because I want to put salt in there. You can use whatever kind you want. I'm using pink Himalayan. I'm going to use, if I can get the container open here. Yeah, it's still on. I thought my battery died. I was going to be bummed if I had to do voice over all of this. Okay, I've got a teaspoon of salt. I'm just going to put about half on there at the moment. Set that to the side and then just work that salt into your butter. Now, if you want to do garlic powder in here, onion powder in here, now's the time to do it. You're just going to work your butter up. Just kind of knead it like you would dough. Sometimes it helps if you just pick it up and work it in. Just get it all worked in. You don't want to feel any large bits of butter. And you can taste it and see if you want a little more salt in it or not. That is entirely up to you. All right. Now this is ready for me to divide down into portions. I'm going to wrap it in parchment paper and then it will be ready to, I'm going to put, because like I said, I've still got this other bowl here that I got to deal with. So I'm going to put half of it, I'm going to shape it down, wrap it, put it in a freezer container and freeze it. And then the other half we will keep out for use. But this is how you make homemade butter. Like I said, if you do it in your stand mixer, it goes a lot faster. But if you need to burn off some calories or your kids need to burn off some energy, this is the way to go. I'm also going to strain up all of my buttermilk here and get that in the fridge, so that will be ready for use on another project. Thank you for joining me today, and happy baking!